Are live. And we're live. Welcome, everyone. We're going to go over the Sacramento real estate market and how it was last month, but then I'll also go over how it's kind of behaving this month in January so far in 2024. So let's get into it. I'm going to switch over to my new update. And then I'm going to start off with the greater Sacramento real estate market. So that includes Sacramento County, Placer County, Yolo County, and El Dorado County. And let's go into this. Okay. So looking in December, there was 1,100 homes that have sold. That is 3%, 3.4% less than what it was in November. And the homes that went into contract was about negative 8.7%. So from 1,164 homes going into contract in November to 1,064 homes going into contract in December. Now, let's see. So far at the moment in January, we are looking at 410 homes have sold, which is quite a bit less than what it was in December, around 35%. But, the number of homes that went into contract so far in January is 591 compared to the first 2 weeks in December, which is 580. So there is a bump of almost 2%. So we're starting to see some pickups. All right, and then we'll go up to days on market in the sold price over the list price of the greater Sacramento area. All right, so right now we are looking at in December, the average days on the market was about 41 days before a home went into contract. And then the sold price over the original listing price difference is about 96%, meaning from the original asking price, there was the actual home sold for 4% less than the original asking price. Okay. Now, so far, these 2 weeks in January, we are looking at 39 days on the market before a home gets in the contract, and then a 98% sold price over original asking price. So the home sold for 2% less than what the original asking price was. That is before any price reductions. Okay. And then, so we're going over to our median home prices. For the month of December, the median home price was $570,000, and that is for the greater Sacramento area. So Sacramento County, Placer County, El Dorado, and Yolo County. And then, which is a 1% jump up from November. In November, it was $565,000. So far though, the first 2 weeks of January, we are looking at $535,000 compared to the first 2 weeks in December, which was $567,000, which is about 5% less. Now, once we go to inventory, and how we measure inventory is if everyone was to stop, if no one else was to sell their home, and only thing that's left are the homes that are on the market now, how long would it take for those homes to be bought up? And so from a 0 to 3 months is a seller's market. 3 months to 6 months is a neutral market. And then 6 months and up is a buyer's market. So right now we are looking at, for December, it was 1.8 months of inventory compared to 2.2 months in November. So that has gone down some. More people were either buying a little bit more homes, or the homes for sale was a little bit less. And then now, for the first 2 weeks of January, the months of inventory is 2.4 months. So we got a little bit more homes on the market versus the first 2 weeks in December, which is 1.9. So yeah, a little bit more inventory for the first 2 weeks at this moment in January. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to a couple of popular spots in the Sacramento area. We'll start with like the Natomas area in general. Go to that. We'll do community. Go to Natomas. So we're gonna do all of Natomas area. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Give me 1 second, you guys. All right. So this is going to be for all of Natomas. All of Natomas. All right. So in Natomas, in December, there were 42 homes that sold, and there were also 43 homes that went into contract, which was less than what it was in November. In November, there were 46 homes that sold, which is 8% less in December, and 45 homes that went into contract, which is just two more than what it was in December. Okay. Now the first 2 weeks of January compared to the first 2 weeks of December, in Natomas, there was 20 homes that sold. In the first 2 weeks of December, 29 homes were sold, so a little bit less. And then same thing with the homes going into contract, just 21 homes going into contract first 2 weeks versus the first 2 weeks of December, which was 24. So a little bit less on all fronts. And yeah, so now we're going to go to days on market. All right, and so in December 2023, the days on market for Natomas was 39 days before a home gets in a contract, and that is the average. Okay. Now, the average sold price over the original listing price, it is 97%, which means that on average, homes sold for 3% less than the original asking price. Okay. And now, if we look at the first 2 weeks of January of 2024, we are looking at the average days on the market is 44 days before a home gets in a contract. And then the sold price over the original asking price is 98%. So it went up just a little bit compared to December. And so homes sold for 2% less than the original asking price on average. That's not with every home, but that is on average. Okay. And then the median home price for the Natomas area, we are looking at $525,000 in December 2023, which kind of went up a little bit from November. But now, within the first 2 weeks of January, the median home price has been $539,000. And that is almost a 3% increase from the first 2 weeks of December. All right. And then for months of inventory, oh, wow. Yeah. So in December, the months of inventory has been just 1 month. So if no one else sells their home, how long would it take for the rest of the homes that are already on the market to sell? And that would be just 1 month. So that's still a seller's market. And then first 2 weeks of January is pretty much the same as at 1.3 months. So if no one else sells and the only thing that's available are the homes right now, how long would it take? 1.3 months. So that is for Natomas. If you want a personalized market update with your own neighborhood, because I know Natomas is pretty big, I have a link in my profile and also in the description on YouTube. And yeah, so now we're going to take a look at a different area. We're going to look at, we'll do Elk Grove next. We'll do Elk Grove. Elk Grove. And then, of course, they're going to give me 3 zip codes. So now I'm going to do City of Elk Grove. Now show a chart. Elk Grove. All right. Man, Elk Grove was kind of hot. So Elk Grove is a popular city in the Sacramento County. So far, there has been 76 homes that have sold in December 2023, and which is a little bit of increase from the month before. And then you also have 73 homes that went into contract, which is less than the month before. So there was a decrease in that of about 20%. Now, when we look at the first 2 weeks of January, um, 21 homes have sold, but 44 homes have gotten into contract, meaning there's an uptick in people buying in Elk Grove for the first 2 weeks. Man, that's insane. It's already picking back up. And then I think I'm going to go a little bit deeper into some of the homes in Elk Grove and see which ones have multiple offers on them. Okay. Days on market. Okay, so average days on the market is about 37 days before a home gets in the contract in Elk Grove. The sold price over the original asking price before any price reductions is 97%, which means on average, homes sold for 3% less than the original asking price in Elk Grove. Now, in the first 2 weeks of January, the average days on the market is 40 days. So that's it'll take about, on average, take about 40 days before a home gets in the contract. And then you have, for the sold price over the original asking price is 98%. So on average, homes sold for 2% less than the original asking price. Now, for the median home prices in Elk Grove, right in December 2023, we're looking at $639,000, and that is the median home price, which means quite a bit of the homes that are sold have been fluctuating closer and closer to 639,000 than any other price. And in these first 2 weeks of January, we are looking at $650,000, which is the median home price for Elk Grove, which is an increase from the month before. So now it's starting to go up a little bit by 8%. Now, the months of inventory has been pretty low as well. Greater Sacramento area has low inventory, period. So in December 2023, we're looking at 1.4 months of inventory. If nothing else sells, if nothing else comes up, how long would it take for the homes that are remaining to sell? And it will take 1.4 months, which means it is a seller's market. Now, the first 2 weeks of January, we were looking at 2.7 months, so getting closer up there. But by the time, just a little prediction, by the time the end of the month, it'll probably go back down to like around 2 months of inventory. All right, and then now, let's see. I'm gonna go look into Elk Grove for the homes that went into contract, because there was a lot more that went into contract than the last month. So I want to see, for the ones that did go into contract, which one of those had multiple offers on them. Do pending, bring back up. And then let's see, multiple offers include just yes. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 32, 35, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So out of the 44 homes that are in contract that went pending in the first 2 weeks of January, 39 of those on the MLS have said that they've had multiple offers on the home. So it is starting to pick back up as far as people wanting to purchase. And yeah, the market's getting a little warm, so that's pretty cool. What I'm guessing is since the rates went down from 8% to like 6.3 at the moment, that's what's kind of helping the market. Okay, so now we're gonna go to, let's see, we did Elk Grove. Let's do Roseville. And then Roseville is like one of the hottest areas right now. Reason why is there is being so much new construction being built out there that a third of all the new homes that are sold, the third of all the homes that are sold in Roseville has been from new homes. So that is why Roseville is such a hot market at the moment. Okay. Now, for Roseville, there has been 33 homes that are sold in the first 2 weeks of January, and then 66 homes that have just gone under contract within the first 2 weeks of January. Now we look in December last month, 106 homes have sold, and then 113 homes have gone under contract. So it's yeah, Roseville is still a very, very hot market at the moment. Days on market, let's see. The average days on market, though, is 45 days before a home gets under contract. And then the sold price over the original asking price is 98%, which means on average, homes are sold for 2% less than the original asking price. Now, these first 2 weeks of January, the sold price over the original asking price is 99%. So that did start to go up a little bit. And the average days on market in the first 2 weeks of January has gone down. So from 45 days, now it's just 41 days. So there is an uptick in that. Median home price. In December of 2023, the median home price in Roseville was $630,000. It did go down from November, which was $649,000. And then also, same as these first 2 weeks. First 2 weeks in January, the median home price is $580,000 compared to the first 2 weeks in December, which was $605,000. So a decrease in price, but an increase of homes sold, which is pretty cool. Months of inventory. All right. Of course, it's going to be low. In December, it was 1.6 months of inventory. So that means it is a seller's market. And then the first 2 weeks at the moment, we're at 2.6. I'm definitely thinking it's going to go down under 2 months of inventory by the end of the month. And yeah. Now, so for Roseville, with so many homes pending, I'll try to count really quick. There's 66. I'll try to count to see how many have multiple offers. Let's go to Roseville. Ooh, okay. Let's see if I just do City of Roseville by itself. 95661. Actually, no, that's not it. 95747. We've got. Sorry for making these little noises, but yeah. And then the bulk of the home sales in Roseville has been in the 95747, and that is where a majority of the new homes are being built. Actually, we'll get that out of there. Okay. They also still got that. 95678. 95661. Oh, I was right. 95661. Okay, let me put that in. 95661. 95747. 956. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45. So out of the 66 homes that have gone under contract, about 44 of them have had multiple offers on them. So we are definitely picking up in Roseville. And if you live in Roseville and you want to know how your neighborhood is performing or behaving, I got a link in the description and YouTube, and then you can also go to the profile on TikTok, and then set up a time, and then we'll go over a deep dive into your actual neighborhood and what homes are sold um, by your neighbors. All right, so we've got that. So I did Roseville. Who is next? We'll do Folsom, and then yeah, I guess 204. Okay, so we'll do Folsom real quick. And if there's any area that you guys want me to cover, let me know in the chat. Really appreciate that, and I can definitely get to it on the next one. Or if we still have some time, I'll get into it right then and there. All right. So Folsom, let's do it. Let's do it. Show the chart for me. Okay. So in Folsom, in December 2023, there was 43 homes that have sold, and then 31 homes that went into contract. And then in the first 2 weeks of January, there's been 11 homes that have sold, but 20 homes that have gone into contract. So the homes that have gone into contract is kind of a little bit of uptick, excuse me, about 5%. So from 19 to 20 for the first 2 weeks. All right. Now the days on market, the average days on market was about 46 days on the market. Hello, thank you for joining. 46 days on the market. And then the sold price over the original asking price was 96%, meaning on average, a home in Folsom sold for 4% less than the original asking price. Original asking price. That is before any price reductions. Okay. Now, these first 2 weeks of January, the average days on the market is 73 days before a home gets into contract. And there's been an uptick in the sold price over the original asking price. So that's 99%, which means homes are starting to be bought closer to the original asking price. So on average, for the first 2 weeks, homes are sold for 1% less than the original asking price before any price reductions. So getting an increase in the asking price. Wow. All right. And then so the median home price in Folsom in December 2023 was $690,000, which was 4% less than the month before, and that is $720,000. But with an uptick in the getting closer to the original asking price, the median home price for the first 2 weeks of January has gone up quite a bit. So far, these first 2 weeks, the median home price in Folsom is $825,000 versus the first 2 weeks in December, which was $725,000, which is a 13% increase. Now, I'll definitely have an update by the end of the month. It's like around February 7th. That's when we get the adjusted data. And then we'll compare and see if it's held up with that pricing. And of course, with the months of inventory, it is still a seller's market. So we're at 1.5 months of inventory. In December, the first 2 weeks of January at 2.7 months of inventory. That will probably go down by the end of the month. And 4 months of inventory, if there's 0 to 3 months of inventory, seller's market, 3 months to 6 months of inventory, neutral market, 6 months and up. It is a buyer's market. So right now we're still in the seller's market. And it looks like with these interest rates coming down, it's a definitely a good time. If you wanted to make a move, make the move. And then for Folsom, if you live in Folsom and you want a specific neighborhood market update, I have a link in the description and also in the profile. And we can go ahead and set up a time to set that up. And we'll do a deep dive into what your neighbor's home sold for and how does it compare to yours. And then, yeah, get it going. Cool. So I did Folsom. And then anyone have any other ones to share for right now? Oh, I am with Big Block Realty North. That's who I'm with. All right. So that is it for that one. I'll probably try to make some clips to make it a little bit smaller and more digestible for you guys to have. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want a personalized neighborhood market update, link is in the description and in the profile. And you all enjoy the rest of your day. See you then.